What's up guys, it's Drac, and hopefully it also drives you crazy when your audio just doesn't record in your segments for whatever reason, and then you go to make the entire YouTube video about your super cool new Chronos and no audio. So these segments, time-lapse now because I don't remember exactly what I said, are just talking about how grateful I am to have components from so many different makers from so many different places in the world. So I have pieces from Grihas Gear, I have pieces from Foam Technician, and then most excitedly I have pieces from Re-Armory. I will not be using the laser pointer attachment for the Re-Armory pieces, but I did want to point out that they are in here, and then we're also using our holster, the magnetic holster attachments for this Chronos, all combined together, 4 different people, plus my hydro work, plus a little bit of light mod work in terms of capacity and K25 spring to come together to make a really cool Chronos. I think that this is the nicest Chronos I've seen yet, and I'm really excited to show it off for you outside. So let's take it out, hit up some of that first person video stuff that we are famous for. Alrighty guys, so we're just going to, what's up Igor? What are you working on, buddy? Can anybody guess? I don't know. Let's leave him to his vices though. Come outside and show you this. So we did just whip it off of our super cool magnetic holster down here, or holdster as it were, and every part of this is just a really cool custom thing. So let's launch right into it. I've set these aside so that we'll have access to them, but I want to start by loading 1 round in so that you guys know that that's 1 plus 5 for a total of 6 rounds total. So that is just a cool modification, expands the overall capacity of the Chronos. Again, there was like one small flaw on the hydro dipping, but underneath the 2K and with a little bit of dry brushing, it turned out a-okay. So this now has a K25. I found that the K26 was a little bit of a heavy prime, so I wanted to do something a little bit lighter. You can see that the rounds have a little bit less float, and therefore a slightly more predictable flight pattern in that regard. But I'm so happy with this, guys. The ability to lock it onto that holster like that, the super aggressive muzzle from Re-Armory, just like really cool. And it's mean accurate. So I wanted to talk about some stuff that I did. I didn't stipple it like my Fortnite one. Instead, I did a bunch of interesting stuff to kind of it aesthetically. So first off, by hydro dipping and painting over the 3D printed plate for the holster, it actually looks super organic, like it was part of this area, and I think that that's really nice. And then down here you can see that this is actually epoxy. It's just like regular liquid epoxy that was allowed to cure. It's got kind of a funky greenish hue to it, but that is in place of where the safety operation was. And you can see as I run my hand over it that since I just kind of let it use capillary action to dome over the top of this, it's super duper smooth. It never snags on anything, it never catches, and it never gets in the way there, which is really important when you're constantly loading in and out of your holster. So let's go ahead and load up 5 more shots. So I think that my only regret in this project is that these and these are not from the same manufacturer, and therefore the hexagons don't line up exactly. In fact, I think that this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is an octagon and this is a hexagon, which is why this is constantly trying to find its way home. But loading is pretty easy all the same. Tuck that in, go ahead, grab this one. And it is really nice that there's an aperture here and no need to do anything extra to it. So that in and of itself is pretty cool. Let's try quick drawing on poor Steven here. So we're back, we're moving, we're in action, and pow! Barely got him, clipped him, as it were. But the K25 is a little bit lighter than the K26. Lets you prime just that much faster. And I think we have one left. I want to point out we clipped him and it flew up and over. But very cool pistol. Now it's in Drac colors. These are a fun little addendum. These are actually from a Deadpool blaster, the special edition ones, and the reason that I use these is because when I assembled it the first time, this was white, and I was like, oh man, it's not white anywhere else, even though we started with the significantly cheaper version from just any regular retailer, the Phantom Core version, as it were. Can we get the sixth one in? If we just grab this extra one, yes, we can. Awesome. So this is my new Chronos. I think that, in all honesty, just the combination of all of these different parts, the magnetic holster, the aggressive muzzle break up here, the stuff from Grihas gear, as well as the speed loaders, I think that, did I double feed? That was pretty cool, actually. That's a versatile new trick. So we just go back and forth. Oh, wow. Shotgun pistol. So I think that it's really neat. It's very versatile, of course, and I think that it's probably the nicest Chronos I've seen online yet. So I am very, very happy with it. Nothing is perfect. I will be able to improve on it just a little bit in the next iteration, but this is definitely going to be my end war sidearm. Like, hard to beat the magnetic holster. Very cool, very reliable, and just so trick with the quick draw and the speed load. So I wanted to show it off to you guys. I wanted to make a video about it. It's feature full and from a lot of different friends, but it's very aggressive. It's very unique looking, and it fits my overall rival aesthetic of red on black with silver detailing, even though I did not have time to snag a vinyl logo to make this one a named blaster. So let me know, comment section below, what would you call a sidearm this slick? Much love, Nerf on, Drac out.